They sprayed poison on my land, so I made them pay $72,000 in damages. I live in a quiet cul-de-sac with perfectly manicured lawns and tree-lined sidewalks. My backyard isn't huge, just half an acre, but it's special to me. My grandfather planted that row of cherry trees along the southern boundary decades before the HOA even existed. One morning I stepped outside, coffee in hand, and froze. The entire row of cherry trees looked dead, branches bare, bark cracked, leaves shriveled, a faint chemical smell hung in the air, sharp and metallic. Along the fence line, there were bright orange flags stuck in the dirt. Clear signs someone had sprayed pesticides. I followed the flags and found a folded letter taped to the fence. It was from the HOA. As part of our annual pest control program, we will be spraying along all property boundaries to prevent insect migration into common areas. It read, "Thank you for your understanding." Understanding? They had killed my grandfather's trees. I called the HOA president, Clara, immediately. "Clara, this isn't pest control. This is property damage," I said. She sounded annoyed. "We hire licensed contractors. If your trees died, maybe they were already unhealthy." Smug and dismissive. I wasn't about to let her brush me off. I grabbed my phone and started digging. First, I called the county agricultural office. They confirmed the HOA had no special exemption for spraying on private land. Then I contacted the state Environmental Protection Agency. They told me pesticides could only be applied within 10 feet of property lines and only with written permission from adjoining owners. I didn't sign anything. Next, I hired a local arborist to inspect the damage. His report was brutal. The soil contained 3 banned pesticides, including one restricted for agricultural use only. These chemicals didn't just kill the trees, they contaminated the root zone, making replanting impossible for years. Reported the HOA to both the agricultural office and the EPA. 2 weeks later, inspectors showed up unannounced. They marched through the HOA's landscaped common areas, clipboard in hand, spraying gear buzzing in the hot sun. Clara spotted them and stormed over. "What is this? You can't just barge in," she yelled. The lead inspector didn't even look up. "We're here because your HOA violated pesticide application laws," he said flatly. Within days, the HOA's pest control contract was suspended, as then came the fines. The agricultural office hit them with a $50,000 penalty for unauthorized pesticide use. The EPA slapped a separate $22,000 fine for applying restricted chemicals without a permit. Clara tried to argue in the next board meeting, but the damage was done. She resigned on the spot, her smug attitude gone completely. The HOA had to pay for the entire damage claim, $72,000, to cover soil remediation and tree replacement. Now, the HOA's budget is tight, and their cosmetic landscaping hasn't been touched in 2 years. My cherry trees were replaced with disease-resistant saplings, healthy and green again. The HOA hasn't sprayed a drop of pesticide since. I consider revenge taken.